Welcome in, Advice Pod. My name is Kyle. My friend Raysean Jackson White on the third mic. And we have got an r/moral dilemma. Should I feel guilty about my breakup? My boyfriend and I broke up a few days ago. He is 30, I am 21, and we were dating for less than a year and met at our workplace. I realize that is quite the gap. Please don't focus on that. Not a great sign. A few months ago, his dad told him that he had to move out. He has been struggling to find an apartment, but he managed to find one that he really wanted, but he couldn't get because his income was too low. He asked me to sign on to make his income appear more than it actually was, and when I expressed my concern, he told me that it was okay, that I wouldn't have to pay anything. This didn't make any sense to me, so I questioned him about it, and then he lashed out on me. He began blaming me for being the reason that he will become homeless. He never formally asked me to move in with him, and from what other people have told me, was trying to get me to sign a lease. I was very upset, and even though he tried to apologize multiple times, he still blamed me for his current situation. I was not a part of the process for the apartment until he asked me about the form. I explained to him that while I felt bad about the situation, I couldn't do much to help him except occasionally help with food and gas money. Help him look for another place and help him move his things once he finally found a place. I'm young and I still live with my parents because I'm trying to save enough money to move out as well as pay for other necessary expenses. Ultimately, it came down to him saying that he didn't think that he was right for me, but still hinted that everything was my fault. This guy sounds like a fucking winner, man. 30-year-old man preying on a fucking 21-year-old girl's credit. He had a lot of bad habits that he would spend money on and wouldn't exactly listen to my advice when buying something he shouldn't have. Should I feel guilty about our breakup? TLDR. My ex is blaming me for becoming homeless because he couldn't get the apartment he wanted and I didn't sign a form that seemed sketchy.
I'm gonna just say this.
Do it, right?
I hate people that do not. I'm not gonna say I hate people. I hate age group, like age gaps that'll be like more than 5 years. 30 to 21. It's like, what the? Come on! It's like you're trying to play this girl right now, trying to fuck her whole credit up in this situation. Because what the fuck do you can't afford it? Now you want her to get onto it. Like, it's other ways you can go around that. But the fact that you're trying to put her in this situation automatically tells me that you don't have the money, and if shit goes sideways, he's gonna put all that shit on you. So I'm glad you were smart enough to like not do that and then get peer pressured into doing that situation, because then you would have been in a whole nother like situation right now. The fact that he's homeless and was living at his like parents at the age of 30, that's his own situation. It's kind of nasty.
Hey, sometimes you're a little bit older and live at your parents' house.
It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing about it. But that's a situation within itself, though. I mean, that's a flag a little bit. Like,
I understand. Trust me, I'm on all the dating apps, man. They fucking tell me that's a red flag all day, every day. You're 34. What the fuck's wrong with you?
You just gotta just kind of look at it. I'm not throwing shade at nobody or anything.
It's fine. I still accept some of it.
I mean, from that regard, the big issue is he just seems like he's just a low down piece of shit person. Like he's just not gonna do well in life. It's less about his current situation because stuff does happen, but he's making it her responsibility, and it's not. Even if she was closer to his age, it still wouldn't be her responsibility. And if his dad wants him to leave, that's a sign that like, okay, he probably doesn't pay any rent bills, he doesn't help out, he doesn't do anything, or maybe he's like, that's not really that great of a sign. Because for instance, like me, if something bad happened, my parents would let me move in with them because why wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying? But if I just went there and didn't contribute, just had my feet up, didn't clean up, then that's the type of stuff that would make him leave. But no, and you 21, so you'll get over it.
Yeah. 30 to 21, man, like you said, Ray, problematic age gap for sure. Yeah. A lot of shit happens in your life between the ages of 21 and 30.
And I mean, 30, that's old. He almost dead. You gotta have your whole life
at least halfway to dead, if not 3/4 there. The fact that he was so like whatever they met at work. I am curious to know what they do for work because like what kind of work y'all
since they're
doing
both
that?
there, yeah.
Yeah, what kind of work you guys doing that you guys like managed to spark up a relationship and fell in love?
Jimmy John's.
I was gonna say Burger King, but yeah,
it do sound like a fast food type of.
It's a fast food situation. These guys work at, we will say, a
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, there we go. That's Taco Bell. Always go with Taco Bell if you're looking for something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Do they work at one of the good Taco Bells or the bad Taco Bells though? It's probably one of the bad.
If there was in LA, there was a Taco Bell where they were having an orgy or something.
Wait, the workers or like some customers who were all hopped up on tacos?
The whole staff, they closed it off. They had a party.
Hell yeah.
It was perfect because I was like, of course this shit would happen at the Taco Bell. Like if it happened at any other restaurant.
You there late night, you over there making taco meat, girl looking at you like, close the store down. We having orgies. Like, you know, like, let's go.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't judge you, but
I mean, if you part of the staff and they invite you, I'm going.
Hey, maybe you could have went to the motel down the street. You wouldn't have got in trouble.
That could only happen at a Taco Bell in LA, though. You know what I mean? Like they have the kind of fast.
It really depends on how your coworkers look. If I'm joining
to make the orgy work,
it's such a progressive thing too. An orgy in a Taco Bell in LA.
It's like we're not sex workers, but we support them, and this is how we support them by fucking on our shift at Taco Bell. Who made the fucking pregame chicken quesadilla?
And then you gotta think it's California, so they had to be some decent looking probably coworkers. So
I just was
like,
you might as well close it down.
Like, you know, the more you think about it, the better the shit gets, man.
First segment back on season 3, and we're fucking off to the races. So
talking at Taco Bell, man.
So they work at a Taco Bell. He's 30, she's 21. He tries to get her to sign some fucking shifty documents to basically like take advantage of the additional income on the application, potentially her credit score or lack of a credit score. She might not have any credit, who knows? But like it's obvious that one, this guy's a fucking asshole. For you to be 30 and your dad to be like, hey, you're a fucking problem, move out. Like I'm curious about like what that in-home behavior looks like. You know?
He probably was like, you fucking it up. I can't bring no bitches over. They like,
yeah, dude, you're like, fucking me in the worst way.
You really got to think about that though, because like for you to want to just kick your that's still your child. You feel me? Like so that's like, man, get out, go. Like I don't want to deal with you.
What's the reason? Is it that the kid sucks so much, or that the parent has like very thin or little patience to deal with their 30-year-old?
It's probably what he was saying a little bit earlier. Him not contributing, and also probably stankins, probably smelling like ass, not cleaning up. And that could be a whole
Can you
lot.
stop talking about me, please?
Oh damn! Well, you know,
but too, like I think also like you pointed out, Kyle, who you are between 21 and 30, who you should be between that is like, I mean, night and day. I'm still me, but I'm just in another place than I was when I was like 25, 24, 23.
Of course. Yeah.
And so, you know, if she was like 31 and he was 40, it would be maybe a bit different because then it's like, okay, you're both grown. Like she's grown. When you're 21, you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like even now, if like after like 23, I'm kind of just like, eh. And 23 is still kind of like, probably not. You probably gonna get on my nerves. Or maybe not, but when you're that young, you're a kid.
This girl, right? She's 21. This is going to be one of her character building stories, is having gone through this guy tried to get me to sign some shoddy documentation to help him get an apartment. This is like one of her character building stories. And the reason she's going to have like problems trusting people in relationships for at least at a minimum the next few years, maybe the rest of her life.
Oh yeah, she'll get over it. I mean, because again, this guy sounds like he's just honestly just a low quality person in general. Like this is something he would do not just to her, but to a friend if he had any. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then try to shame and guilt trip you into like
it's whomever he can get his emotional hooks into. He's gonna shame those. Maybe that's why his dad's all set with him too. It's like, hey man, I'm trying to give you somewhere to live and like give you a safe place to be, but you just keep trying to manipulate me to do shit for you, and I'm all set. You suck. Goodbye.
No, it ain't my fault. You live with me now. You don't live with me now. Go out there. Be homeless, motherfucker.
That is like some.
Go live in your car.
Right. Figure out what it's like out here for real, because he clearly don't know.
I don't think this girl's an asshole. I don't think she's in the wrong. This is a moral dilemma.
I don't even know why you feel bad.
Am I the asshole?
Because she's 21.
Exactly, because she's 21. She feels bad because something that she did indirectly sort of put this dude into homelessness.
No, it's nothing you have to sign your name. That is nothing you did personally. That should be his own situation. The fact
something she didn't do then. Yeah.
The fact that he can't make a fake W-2 and fix that's his own problem. Not saying that's what people do, but the fact that he didn't figure out another situation to get around this is crazy to me. It's like,
Oh, and too right, because he asked her to help him commit fraud in some type of way, didn't he? Isn't that some of what you read? Isn't that some of what you read?
You could make the argument for sure.
Yeah, basically, she having her sign a lease without her knowing. Like, I thought she was just signing like a little bit of like the credit. The lease thing makes it seem like she got to live there with his ass, and that's like weird
that's the
as
other
fuck.
Thing. It's like you're trying to use my information and my income, fucking qualifying income, to get this place, and you're not even going to invite me to move in. What are you going to be doing? Fucking like broads. Excuse my fucking terminology, but you're going to be having intercourse with other ladies closer to your age.
Co-workers. That's all he gonna be doing. Fucking other co-workers. He gonna be coming in the
stick around his Taco Bell, man.
Hey, yeah, that's what Taco Bell's good for. But yeah, no, she'll be. Hey, that's a perfect commercial. You're slanging dick at Taco Bell.
So it's like a perfect recruitment commercial to get you to apply to Taco Bell.
Hell yeah, at a failing Taco Bell. Like, how are we gonna save this establishment? But yeah, no, she's only upset about it because she's 21, and in a few years she'll laugh at stuff.
She hasn't had her conscience broken down yet.
Yeah, she'll laugh at stuff like this in a few years. Like, and she won't even date guys like this in a few years.
Hopefully not.
Just don't let this guy harass you. If this
hopefully not
gets to work, then you might have to go to HR and do some other stuff. But just don't let this
Taco Bell, notoriously terrible.
Well, hopefully something gets done about it. It might not be no more orgies on Saturdays or something.
Bro, they listen to your complaint.
Do something.
They say, yes, that sounds terrible. They hand you a Crunchwrap Supreme and send you on your way. Think everything's solved. And in most cases, sure, Crunchwrap Supreme solves most fucking problems. But
I want Taco Bell.
You sound like this happened to you, Kyle.
I literally want Taco Bell now.
What? You think I just started an advice podcast because I'm not going to be able to speak from a place of experience? All right. So this girl should not feel bad.
No.
She should not feel guilty.
At all.
It's not an am I the asshole? This is what kind of thing is this? r/moral dilemmas. This is barely a moral dilemma. This is a fucking hour dilemma, an hour-long moral dilemma for a girl in her 20s who just was almost taken advantage of by a dude in his 30s who needed some qualified income to not be homeless.
What you should do is you should figure out where he's going to be, like homeless, what area he's going to be, so you can walk your dog around there so he can shit in the area. That's what I would personally do. But,
that's not advice I would give, but hey, go ahead. If you want to be petty, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do.
r/petty revenge is a subreddit that we will be visiting throughout this new season of the Advice Pod. So get ready for that. We almost had one in the episode tonight. I wish we did.
Petty revenge?
Yeah, r/petty revenge, man.
Okay.
So don't feel bad. She's not guilty. What do you think, YouTube audience? Let us know in the comments. Should she feel guilty? Did she put this dude out on his ass? Is she a bad kid? Because, again, she is basically an adult child at 21 years of age, dating a 31-year-old man or 30-year-old man. Let us know in the comments down below. Or, get into a fight in the comments with other people who said the opposite thing of what you felt. Unless you're one of those guys who's like, 21, I'm fucking 40. I date a 21-year-old all day. Unless you're one of those guys, then don't comment.
Yeah, if you're one of those guys, 21's that's pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Pushing it, dude. It's like, what's wrong with you? You should go to therapy.
You know what I'm saying? For them, they feel like that you're getting it. For them dudes, they'd be like, you start getting closer to 23, you're useless. But literally, they really say stuff like that. Like, literally,
that's some Leonardo DiCaprio.
Turn to soggy milk. I'll be weak. All I'm going to say is, don't be a butt cheek.
Don't be a butt cheek. Let us know down in the comments below, and we will see you tomorrow for some more advice.